However, he has not been a starter since then. Maybe they'll start him this evening. Armstrong has been excellent, but he needs help. He needs O'Brien and Mills to come to the party. Johnson is a little bit laid back though, and he needs to come to the fore. Akuga did not start, but he has been starting the last 2 games, and we see him getting ready to go on the court. Akuga and BD. Armstrong is on the court, and so too is Jones. Jones getting a start here today. Also Johnson, JJ, they call him number 3 jersey, and O'Brien wear the number 10 jersey. This, and for the Horizon, it will be Brown, the startup proceedings in the number 0 jersey. Bobby Gray behind, Woods to his left. Also there is Maynard on the court. Thompson actually, Essenad, and White. Thompson, number 21, is a 3-point specialist, and Maynard in the number 5 jersey with the red numbers at the back. Right beside J.J. Johnson of the Storm. Getting ready for the tip-off in the first quarter. So White, being very aggressive in the first minute of action, goes to the line to shoot 2. A reminder of the starting 5 for the Horizon. Brown, the number 0, White in 20, Maynard 5, Bobby Gray in 3, and Thompson in 21. This is the first. So Woods, who was the top scorer in their last game, sitting on the bench, did not get the start. Has started before in last 2 of the 3 matches. He was on the bench. Since then, he has started in the others. Bobby Gray for 3. Back of the rim, rebounded by O'Brien. Johnson. Pull up 3 for Johnson. Oh, that's a near ball for Johnson. Not the greatest shot at all. Just feeling it this first quarter. As Maynard now carry the ball up court. Setting up Bobby Gray and Thompson. They will have plays for Thompson. A spot up 3-pointer. Oh, that's a brilliant floater from Maynard. Horizon in this first quarter. 3-0. Horizon, they lead. 3 from Armstrong. He rattles it in. He has answered the call. Armstrong. B. Dot. Exclamation mark. Has looked impressive in all his games. 3-3 is the score. Bobby Gray. Thompson puts the ball on the floor. He can shoot lights out. Maynard for 3. Rebounded by Thompson, getting the better of Johnson, but he gave it away. A turnover after gaining that rebound. It will be Storm's ball. Jones, Akuga, cuts inside, lays it outside. Johnson. JJ, they call him. Sets up the pick, cuts inside, goes, oh, gaining the rebound was up. Switches from left to right, switched outside to Johnson, who couldn't finish, and a rebound by Maynard. Bobby Gray lays it off outside to Thompson, the 3-point specialist. Could not finish. And a soft-hander there by Brown. And it's taken away from Brown, goes right back to the Storm. A foul at the half line. I've seen the referees in your sight. It will be Storm's possession, leading in the first quarter. Johnson. Armstrong. Oh, this is out on the right to Johnson. On the top of the key to Jones for 3, and he makes it. The young man Jones of the Storm. Switching moving, passing, being demonstrated in this first quarter by the Storm, something we have not seen all competition long. Brown, that's Lawrence, pardon me, who came in. So they brought in the big man Lawrence to play alongside Brown. They have taken out Thompson. Woods also in for Maynard. He wears number 8. Gray. 3. Oh, he's in front of the rim. Maynard is back on the court. Woods turning a jumper from Woods, and he makes it. So Maynard back on the court alongside Woods. Bobby Gray. Akuga thought about it. Oh, he gave it away, a turnover from Akuga. Be cheeky there from Akuga. Has grown in confidence as Bobby Gray, not short, but coming through is Maynard. Woods now in possession. Crossover jumper from Woods. Back of the rim, rebounded by Gray. Bounce pass to Lawrence. 2-1. Oh, he's fouled, and he shoot 2. That's a good foul, you may say, from Jones, but you send Woods to the line to shoot 2. Woods, said before, top scored in their last game, although Bobby Gray, we see in your screen to your right, came to life. Timeout being taken. Brown, the coach of the Storm, let's have another word, as you see him with his board, speaking to his players as they gather around. Some persons call it the magic board, though. We've seen in the past, in the couple of games that they've played, the 3 games that they've played, they always present themselves with a cheer for him. He's not feeling comfortable at the present time, so he's been very animated and aggressive towards O'Brien. Maybe he's not liking what the big man is doing on the court. He needs to see more from him. Then on the other end, the coach of the Horizon, that's Morgan. Cleon Morgan, though. Woods will take the first of 2. Makes it. Has been competent. Going for the second. Going for a clean sweep, you may call it. As we said before, non-shooting foul, though. It was a non-shooting foul. I will say a special good day to Courtney Campbell in a very short while. Armstrong, the ball in his hand, cutting inside, and floater, and he'll shoot 2. I think they'll go against Woods again. And 2 fouls in a minute from Woods. Courtney?
Yay, how we doing? How we doing today, folks? And this is exactly what we expected out of this game. We expected this out of this game? We expected the score to be tied. We expected the game to be close. We expected the teams to be raring to go and ready to go for it.
As it wasn't in the first game?
As it was not in the first game. Well, early appearance by Lawrence in the game. He usually comes in somewhere in the second quarter or third quarter.
Yes, indeed. Armstrong goes by 1, goes by 2, laying it in, using his speed to go to the rim.
Bringing his A game.
6 points so far for Armstrong. Bobby Gray put up 3. Oh, shot. Rebounded by Jones. Oh, a steal. Oh, I thought it was going to be a steal by Maynard. He tipped it away. I thought he could have used both hands, though.
He could have, but then he had to extend. So he had to make the extension in order to be able to get to it. And he had to check where his feet were going to be. So a little bit of mathematics and some aerodynamics and physics in that. But a great attempt anyway at making the steal.
Have you ever played netball?
No.
Okay.
I didn't say netball.
Pull up. Oh, I thought it was going to be a jumper. Oh,
excellent decision.
Martillier coming in. Go ahead.
Yes, excellent decision by Johnson not to make the shot. He could have, but he chose to dip it down low for the big man to come in and get 2 easy buckets. Getting the the flow of play for the rest of his team. And there he goes again with the steal.
On a steal by Johnson, laying it in, getting the better of Maynard. And they've come to the party. I'm talking about the Storm. Attacking his Woods.
That had to be a call against
Woods, actually. An
it had to be a call
foul
against Woods.
Why is that?
Those steps were from too far out. He had to make that extra extension, and the defender was already set.
But he's called for the foul because of the elbow.
Yes, because he had to stretch and try to make it all the way to make contact with the defender who was already just standing there.
I'm not arguing, CC. I'm not arguing at all.
But it is a beautiful, beautiful day outside. Have you seen it? It's a little overcast, but still quite nice.
No, I couldn't see it, though, with all the traffic I was in. Armstrong. Cutting inside once again. Put up jumper from Armstrong. Short. Rebounded by Jones. And in and out. And Martinez is there. Rebounded by Armstrong with the left arm. And missing once again. Not getting the roll at all. Woods for Horizon. Dribbling right into Jones, though.
Will they give him the continuation on this?
That's a big question. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Was iffy, though, to be honest.
Quite so. That would be a good word. I like that choice of words. Iffy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another way of saying it kind of suspect.
No. Iffy means it could have gone on either. Oh, come on. No suspect around here. Don't be like that.
No, but Woods is a player. Do you remember at some point me mentioning Woods will come alive and he will be a completely different player?
I think you have to say it at least 6 more times. Oh, steal by Woods. Driving towards bounce pass to Sutherland.
Oh, yes.
And he floats it in.
The man from the east.
Oh, East Kingston. You don't say east too far, like Portland and St. Thomas. From Harbour View.
Hustling
Armstrong.
on the defense too is Sutherland.
3. Oh, rim. Rebounded. Great. Twisting and turning. And going towards the rim. Can't finish. The Jefferson. Bang.
Here's the interesting thing about where we are right now.
Yeah.
We have a 1-point differential, and both teams are playing with such great energy. 20-21, the Storm with a 1-point lead over the Horizon. Who would have expected this?
No one, except you. Johnson dances around 2. Can't hold on, but Jefferson Bay is there. Swings the play, top of the key.
That's Royal.
Royal driving towards the rim, and a continuation.
Yes, he does.
The continuation for Royal, who in the summer league looked superb, has come off the bench a few times and has shown how acrobatic he can be and how force he can be driving towards the rim.
Indeed, and he's one of the players that you would have identified as a player that you like to watch so far as his skill and what he's capable of, and he's certainly demonstrating that right now, right here.
A 3-point differential. The Storm, their lead.
Little exchange there between B-Dot and the floor general. I like to consider him, Mr. White.
So in the meantime, Woods. Oh, a turnover once again. Here comes Johnson looking for Martillier. Dishes outside to Armstrong,
nice
then to
dish.
Johnson for 3.
That would have been the icing on the cake.
Rebounded by Royal, but he goes right back. Oh, I thought it was going to be a steal.
No,
that's
Mr.
blocked. That pass was blocked. Another blocking happened. It's a blockage as McFarlane was trying to just lay it in.
Shows the intensity on defense for the Storm. They're not letting this go easy at all. They're putting their foot down on the gas, and they're trying to press forward.
McFarlane coming on the court for the first time wearing the number 1 jersey. Also coming on is
Rashad Hall
in number 30. Armstrong. Bounce pass to Jefferson Bay. Puts the ball down on the floor. Back to Armstrong. Twisting and turning. at the baseline. Oh, that's a reverse, but it can't be tipped in by Royal. So Horizon, they come away with it. Under a minute to go in this first quarter. Hall, almost a steal by Armstrong.
Oh, everybody on the Storm bench is saying no.
What are you saying?
I'm saying the referee made a call.
Oh, come on, you're such a coward. Hall for Horizon. Trailed by 4. White.
Oh, shot clock violation.
They forgot about the shot clock.
And you see White there indicating that, yes, he did forget.
They forgot about the shot clock. Another turnover from the Horizons. Armstrong carried the ball up court. Holds up his run. Royal cuts by 1. Oh, and dish behind the back to Martillier. Failed to finish. Rebounded by Sutherland. White for Horizon. Hall. Back to White, back towards the rim. He turns, trying to use the glass though, but rebounded in by Hall. Johnson quickly. And a bump, and he gets the call.
Now that's your 6'2" point guard doing what a 6'2" point guard is meant to do. Take the contact, finish the play.
That was a soft foul, though. Not saying it shouldn't be called, but if you're going to foul him, hold on to him. They doesn't relay a shot.
That's from looking at it from their standpoint. But if I look at it from Johnson's standpoint, that was great.
Obviously, it was. Was there for
and he
everyone
had the
to see.
presence of mind to finish. That's what I like.
Yeah. After feeling the contact.
Well, they always say throw it up at the hoop. No matter what happens, good things should come.
Well, a 4-second.
Oh, a foul there by B-Dot.
Reaching foul by Armstrong. And the big question, are they over the limit? No, I don't think so. No, they're not.
He has in no way demonstrated a prowess of being able to hit that shot.
I'm agreeing with you wholeheartedly. And it's something I don't like to do.
Is that being wholehearted or agreeing?
Both. Both. Well, 27-22 is the score line. The Storm, they're leading over the Horizon in this first quarter, which has basically ended after the shots. It will be a closure. White missing the first. It's proving to be a great foul.
Really?
Well, after the first shot, you may say that, and how short he was. He tried to compensate. Shot again.
Well, he does have one more.
Yes, he does.
And he's rushing them a little bit. I think he's feeling the anxiety behind the misses.
Well, let's see for this one. And he misses a third. So that's the end of the first quarter. Horizon, the defending champion, they trail by 5 as the team that has won 1 match so far in this year's tournament, the winter season. The Storm, they're leading 27-22.
And I'm liking it so far. This is what we expected to see, but certainly I'm sure there are some surprised fans out there seeing the Storm storming ahead to take the lead and holding a lead right into the end of this first quarter. Can they keep it up for the rest of the game? That remains to be seen. But certainly their coach, O'Neal Brown, is making sure that he gives them all the instructions he can give them right now to keep this pace, keep this intensity, and they look good. They look good as a team. The ball movement is there. The team chemistry seems a whole lot better 3 days into the tournament.
Yeah, it is, and you have to say that obviously they have been working together in training and shown now on the court, because what they're displaying, especially what they displayed, not necessarily displaying, but what they displayed in that first quarter, is that the cohesion is.
As the team play and the team chemistry is concerned, I think the Storm have demonstrated a little bit more than the Horizon team, even though we know that Horizon has always been composed, always enjoys playing together. And it looks like the Storm now have found that little chemistry, so let's see if they can ride it out.
Well, they're getting ready for the second quarter, and many persons are expecting the Horizon to rally in that second quarter. But I don't know if that will happen at all, or we don't know, but we're here to bring it to you live in your living room and on the road and wherever you're watching.
Oh yes, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Across the globe, you may say. But not necessarily a surprise though, because after this dominant performance from the Horizon, they have, in their last 2 games, they have looked somewhat
A little,
yeah, not getting it together. However, but they have pulled off the victories, showing the heart of a true champion.
Indeed.
Johnson inside.
Oh,
Beautiful
nice
put it to
turnaround
Jefferson
there.
Bay, who couldn't finish. Good pass there from Royal.
Jefferson Bay moves very well without the ball.
Oh,
Wow.
good pass there from Maynard.
Wow.
Could not find Thompson, a spot of 3-point specialist.
That's what they were hoping for right there.
He was set for that.
Pass was a little bit awry. Is that a word though? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I figured it was.
Yeah. You're going for dictionaries today, man. That's good.
We did math for the last few days.
Yeah,
so
it's no
let's work
time
with
for a
English.
dictionary. Yeah, that's good. Bounce pass from Jefferson Bay to Johnson.
Stutter step and the pass out.
For 3, Jefferson Bay.
Royal.
Oh, Royal with a tip in. They waved it off? No. Having a word with Royal.
There's some laughing going on. I'm sure what that is.
Christopher Richards, that's so on the referees on hand. Also in your side, the referee, Edward Marshall.
So the points do count. It's 29-22.
Yes, it does. Maynard. Thompson. Hasn't got a chance though. Oh, floater from Thompson. He's a shooter by any means.
That's his first 2 of the evening.
That's his first point of the evening. Johnson.
Look at the rotation. Look at the player movement, the placing and spacing. They are playing like a team that has worked together.
A steal by Maynard. Brilliantly done. Finding Thompson, puts the ball on the floor. Spinning, jumper, does not make it. Rebound. Armstrong for the Storm. Top of the key, you're saying.
Nonetheless, I'm talking about the spacing and ball movement of the Storm that looks so much better in this game.
Oh,
Their
another
passes,
steal from Maynard to Bobby Gray. Oh, block, get that out of here. So says Johnson, get that out of here. You have to be stronger than that. Akuga. Oh, he threw it up. He was going for the foul. And there will be Horizon's ball, though. He played for the foul and threw it up, hoping that the circus shot would have worked.
No way that was going in. And Johnson, I'm not sure what just happened with Sir Johnson just now.
You want me to tell you?
You could try.
I could. But I choose not to. Coach Claire Morgan at the sidelines for Horizon. He doesn't like to give interviews, though, but he does it every now and again.
Okay.
Maynard. Surrounded by 3. A lob over all 3 hands to White, who can't handle that pass.
Little too much butter on that bread.
No spin, no power, but White still could not handle it.
He just never expected it.
Was given it away.
Ooh. Both teams seem a little...
Akuga using his height. Passing not great though, but Armstrong! Exclamation mark.
Yes, with the dot. But I was about to say both teams seem a little fumbly with the ball in this opening few minutes of the second quarter.
What they're doing, they're reading what each other is doing. Thompson for 3, but the whistle went before.
Thompson stepped on the line. But the passes aren't sharp and snappy. The controlling of grasping a pass that comes to you isn't happening like it should. But I hope this is just a phase that they'll both pass through.
Oh, strong move by White, but it goes right back to Armstrong. Maybe it's a phase, maybe not. Akuga puts the ball on the court, drives toward the rim,
nice.
And a floater. Oh, that's beautiful from the young man Akuga. Thank the Lord we have the right pronunciation now.
Oh, yeah, you have it right.
Because he's playing a lot. In the meantime, Bobby Gray dishes it off. and then to White, to Brown, pardon me, could not handle. Gray has Thompson. Thompson for three. Oh, rattle it in. When he shoots, it's like nothing. He just gets the ball and throw it up.
It looks like he throws it up, but that's how he shoots.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Well, it's nice for the Horizon. Akuga thought about fighting Royal. He goes for three. Oh my
yes.
word. He answers.
He answered in a big way.
Akuga in your screen said, I'm playing this evening. Came off the bench in the first game, but certainly has gained the start and has proven he should be on the court. Oh, for three, Thompson, he answers. Thompson now is hotter than hot.
Are we seeing a battle here?
Just maybe. That's Thompson, who released 5 3-pointers in that first game for the Horizon. Oh,
Swatted by Brown.
now O'Brien again, under the rim.
Again swatted by Brown.
So Bobby Gray around the back, looking out. Maynard, Thompson for three. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me,
Yes.
Thompson?
And you have to say, Mr. Thompson, where have you been?
Well, you have been there. In that first game, he gave you 5 unanswered threes, and they're speaking to him. Maybe they're not happy with something, though.
I don't think there's nothing.
They had
What would you say?
Well, they had a problem with him in the second game. He got about a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then he did not play in that second game. However, he came back in the third and didn't score as much. However, this game now, their 4th game of the tournament, he has showed up and he's showing up in this second quarter. You know what? You said big a while ago.
He's showing up big.
Oh my word, in a huge way.
In a massive way, but talking about big, is that little big, I have to call him a little big,
Akuga?
is Devin Akuga.
Yeah.
He already has 10 points for the night.
Yeah.
And those 10 points, though they were hard fought, I mean, he didn't have easy looks at the bucket, at the bucket, but he still made them.
Yeah, and there the timeout has ended.
And what we're seeing is a little bit of a change of the guard for the Horizon team. They worked feverishly with Brown for the first set of games. Now, Lawrence, in this game, is getting way more minutes.
Yeah, but he's playing alongside Brown. But both are there. So White has been asked to rest right now. So they're actually, when they ask Brown to rest, they're bringing Lawrence. When they ask White to rest, they bring in Lawrence.
Yeah.
So rebounded. In the meantime, Woods dishes out to Bobby Gray with a fake. Cuts inside, dishes outside to Thompson for another three. And oh my word, I'm getting out of this chair. I'm getting out of this chair. That's another three from the big man. He's on hot. He's hot. Jones trying to answer. And he does. Are you kidding me? It's raining threes in the National Arena. Oh, Woods.
Nice deuce by Woods. Got hit in the face, but nice deuce.
Well, has broken the tree plot.
Well, yeah.
Not three, but a tree plot.
The tree plot.
Well, you can't say the three plot if you want. But what a game we're having here. 41-40. Horizon leading by 1 point over the Storm.
They call Lawrence for that foul. I'm not sure why.
That's like a candy from a baby.
Brown is having himself some fun on the block party.
Jones. Top of the key.
Not this time.
Thompson.
Ahead to Woods.
Woods. Thompson for three. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Oh, my word.
Thompson has come to life.
You do realize that that's 4 consecutive threes from Mr. Thompson.
You're counting. I'm loving it. Johnson swings it across to Armstrong, who wants to come to the party.
And answers on the 3-ball.
He has come to the party. He said, don't leave me alone. I'm coming inside too. To the 3-point party. They're all inside. Jones, Armstrong, and Thompson. Bobby Gray.
Oh, yes, there's got to be a call there. Grabbing the T-shirt
Of Thompson.
Yeah.
When he was cutting through to move to the top of the key, and you know that Gray was looking for him to do that, to pass it out.
You know what was going to happen there. So right now, what the Horizon team need to be doing, and what they seem to be doing, is working it around for that nice isolation 3-point shot from their specialist.
Well, he's hot.
Here it is.
Pull up three, top of the key. Oh, that was short. That was short. And then Armstrong. Oh, the rebound by Thompson. Swings it down court to Bobby Gray. He spots up a three, and he is short on that. Grazes the rim, goes outside. It will be Storm's possession.
I'm happy you didn't try to plea for a foul there.
That's why you're happy?
Yeah.
Those are the things that make you happy?
No, but that did.
Okay. Well, the second quarter in the first game of a doubleheader. Elite One Caribbean Basketball League, the winter season, on the grounds of the National Arena.
That last play, the rebound came off to two Storm players on that right-hand side of the rim, and there were absolutely no Horizon players in the vicinity, and they missed it. You guys need to step up. You guys need to be there for the offensive and defensive rebound. You can't let it slide.
Well, it's getting open, though, an open play in terms of teams shooting the three.
Well, it's open season on threes.
Well, it shouldn't be. If I was a defensive-minded coach, like the coach of Horizon, Mr. Morgan, I would not be happy with my team defense.
Absolutely not. And speaking of not happy, he's not necessarily very happy, the coach there, Coach Brown of the Storm, with the last few plays of his team.
Yeah.
Easy buckets, didn't convert, but he's not going to make it an issue. They're just going to play through it and keep moving. There's Johnson giving instructions as well.
Well, giving instructions, I said, come, put your fist in. Let's knock it off and let's go back on the court. In the meantime, it will be two for Cougar from the line.
Dante Millis checking in for the Storm.
Millis in. And
so it's Millis, Okuga, Armstrong, Johnson, and Jones for the Storm out there right now.
I hope he's okay, though. But he was corrected, though, to be honest. Bobby Gray. Oh, a layup from Gray. Rebounded by Lawrence, and he...
a
travel.
traveling call?
Well, referee Christopher Richards took his time. He blew the whistle, did not make the sign. He pointed up, and then after he made the class sign, they travel. I thought he made the sign first. I'm not criticizing the referee, though,
no,
because when he blew the whistle, I wondered what it was for.
Yeah.
.44 piece.
Woods with the full court pressure on Johnson.
Yeah. Well, Johnson carries the ball up court, asking the player to cut inside. He wants the space. Being bumped somewhat.
Play.
Like a thief in the night. 47-44. Is it 47-46? Should be 46-44, though. Let's checking the score. It says 47-44.
Oh, nice. He did not call that.
Are you not sure he did?
He did not call that.
Are you not sure he did?
I'll give it to him, but he didn't call that.
Oh, my friend. 47 apiece. So they're making some adjustments to the board. The scorer's desk. Hopefully that can be ironed out.
And they just reset the time as well, so it's dead on 2 minutes left to play.
Yeah.
Officials trying to clarify what should be on the board. But in the meantime, the Storm...
Brown. Oh! Can't bank it in, but who is there is Hall to do the garbage work for the Horizons. 48-47.
And the 6-foot Hall went up. Sky took the rebound over the number 51, Lawrence.
Well, Jefferson Bay with the turnover. Hall going up. He's...
Oh!
Did not get the roll. He should too.
Yeah, I was saying that Hall took the rebound while right in front of Lawrence.
Armstrong apologizing to Hall.
Though they're teammates.
No, they're not.
No, I meant Hall and Lawrence.
Well, Armstrong with a wild swing a while ago. grazing the head of Hall.
Well, he's trying everything desperately to keep them off the board and keep them out of the score. Would have been nice if he got the roll, but...
On the Storm. Oh, misses ball, but a rebound, but the whistle went.
He'll get it again. Nope.
No, he does not.
Oh, early entry from the Horizon player.
That's Lawrence with the early entry.
So you think they now understand how each other plays after having played that opening game together, and now they're playing against each other again?
I think so.
So they have a better understanding of what to do.
Where to do, how to do, when to do. Oh, Cougar with a brilliant move. Jefferson Bay cuts inside, attacks the rim, gains his own rebound, but fails to finish. Now Hall dishes out to Woods, surrounded by 4 players. Finding the big man Brown, who goes under the rim and gets the roll to put this team now to 50-47.
That's what your big man should be doing. Muscling his way in. Making them pay on the boards.
Royal, Jefferson, Johnson. Oh, little move there by Johnson. Swings it out to Cougar. Where is McFarlane? In and out. McFarlane was all over Cougar a short while ago. Then he left him all alone outside the 3. So referee Christopher Richards on your screen.
Little minor press from the Storm.
Yeah. Shot clock turned off.
Down to 13 seconds.
Woods swings it over to Hall for 3.
Oh, he makes it.
Sweet by Hall.
And
a steal.
Doesn't
It does not get the layup to close off the first half and the second quarter. But what will happen is that the Horizon, the defending champ. That's a huge gear, though, to be honest. That's not first to second. Let me hear your thoughts on the first and second quarters before we take a break.
First and second quarter, exactly what we expected. End-to-end basketball, both teams knowing each other, as we discussed, knowing how each other plays and trying to do the little things that they know they need to do to get over it. I believe the Storm had the better of the first quarter, but then here come the Horizon, as they usually do, with that ramble right back into it to take the lead and actually hold it into the end of the half.
In the beautiful island of Jamaica, when you hear Courtney Campbell.
It's always been a spectacle, watching warriors in a ring. The ones who'd give an arm over an inch. Every encounter here is about settling a past score. Exciting new league is here, ILT20, where the world's biggest T20 heroes will fight for glory.
And makes it. Brown rolled over, though, got a little bit of hargy-bargy going under the rim, came out on the bitter end of things, rolled around, made a little squeal, but he's up and ready to rock and roll.
Ready to, and he squealed.
Jones swings it out to Armstrong, to Bobby Gray. Gray for Horizon. Dishes out to Woods. Oh, that was careless by the Horizon. They're playing a bit too casual.
Oh.
And Armstrong going in for the steal, but that's a foul.
Always keep after it. Always keep after it. It's never over until it's through the hoop.
57-47 for the Horizon.
Liking what Maynard's doing out there.
Armstrong puts the ball on the floor, skips right to the rim, but can't finish. Maynard comes with it. He drives towards the rim, can't finish, but he shoots too. As he was hacked, he was fouled by Jones.
And the tail of the tape is going to tell at the end of this game where the rebounds are concerned, because right now the Horizon is having the better of the 11 points, I beg your pardon.
What's happening with your math today?
I told you I'm off math and we're on dictionary today.
Oh, brilliant move fighting a Cougar who finishes well.
That's his 14th point.
Lays it off Thompson for Horizon. Cougar thought about the steal though. Bobby Gray been introduced. Now he calls for the pick. Swings it to Thompson. Thompson goes by.
Ooh, Brown just stayed with it, watched it, and slapped it out of here.
Brown in town, and he's right there gathering the rebound. And
gets
then
the foul.
Can't finish again, but he'll shoot too.
Yeah, I think he understands it, because he seems to make that expression every time he misses and goes to the line. He's not completing. He needs to finish. I appreciate, Brown that is, I appreciate.
Maybe it's a possibility. I mean, the Arkansas fish.
Or the Arkansas.
Brown for the first. Oh, he makes it.
Well, if you're not making it on the on the shot attempt, please make it at the line.
Have to big up production.
M1 Productions.
He makes both. Well, he has started well in this third quarter. 4 points on the board, the first of 2 games. Trying to drive to the baseline. A very good defensive work. Cougar, he's free. But instead, a steal by Brown. And then a blocking foul on Martillier. It will be Horizon's ball.
He has quick hands, he has quick feet, and he's very insightful. This is why they've rated him with such a high basketball acumen.
I'd want to see him dribble down and see what he would have done at the rim.
I don't know that he has the handles like that, but he certainly does have the high basketball IQ.
Oh, my word. Let me not say anything on that. Bobby Gray, behind the back, no-look pass. Mr. Woods, who finishes.
Ooh, beautiful. Another assist from Mr. Gray, and a beautiful shot from Mr. Woods.
Sweet jumper from Woods. Armstrong, B. Dot. He lobs and finishes to Johnson.
Way to
JJ.
finish. Mr. Johnson, it's like all the Jays are some extremely good leapers. You wouldn't believe he's only 6 feet tall.
No, I wouldn't. Woods puts the ball. Yeah.
The bigger you are, the harder it is. You're too big a target. You're going to get hit.
Trying to side out of the way. Jefferson Bay inside to Martillier. His shot short.
That was affected by the leap of Brown.
Woods. Can't finish. Maynard is there. Big hands for Maynard. Thompson for 3. In and out, but a rebound by Maynard. And they're on the floor, but it will be Storm away with the ball. But it's taken away by Armstrong. And that is what word I can say or what word I can use?
We're on dictionary, so...
Sticky.
Sticky.
Yeah. Brown went in, slapped the ball away. He may have touched Martillier on your screen.
He's just using his big body to try and bully them to,
To do what?
stop moving.
That's your assessment?
That's what I see. That's what it looked like.
I'm working with it, though. Although I had to question it. Woods once again. That was McFarlane. Bit of skill there shown by McFarlane. A steal now by Maynard. Finding Brown. The man is in town. Brown in town, rocking home.
So that's how he's supposed to finish.
like a big man. Oh, dancing is a Cougar. A 3 from a Cougar.
Quarter, they had their points coming from inside moves, passing, cut, and the lobs over. Akuga himself would now be at making 2 threes from 6 attempts thus far. Is that a good stat? I don't know. Is he that good a shooter to continue doing that? I don't think so. I think they need to go back with what was working for them. Akuga likes to make that slide cut with those broad, long steps, get it to the hole, either get the foul or get the 2 points.
Yeah, you're correct on that. I see Coach Neil Brown just making the plays, or drawing up the plays for the players as they go back on the court. All right, some players are already out there ready to play some basketball this third quarter. In his mind.
In his mind, of course.
Yeah, because he always gets on his age, though, so I just first you.
You do know he's about the same age as LeBron James.
Johnson.
Maybe older.
Johnson to Akuga at the top of the key for 3. Oh, that's an air ball from Akuga. Well, you said it earlier on, not talking about LeBron James and age.
Okay.
But Akuga in terms of what he was doing before, because you don't think he'll continue shooting the threes. So I'm agreeing with you wholeheartedly. And after that shot, it's not an agreement, it's a staple.
It's a staple.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, indeed. And that's 2 of 7 from 3-point range now. He's only made 2. He's been shooting them, not getting them to fall.
Woods.
Go back to what works for you.
Put up jumper from Woods. Oh, that was a pass to McFarlane, who banked it home off the glass.
That was a shot.
Johnson changed his hand from right to left and finishes. Oh, that was well from right to left, using the left hand and using the glass to his advantage.
He left everybody standing and looking in space.
Reaching foul, I think will go
Jones.
against Martillier.
It's going to be Jones. It's Jones for the push.
It's who?
Jones. Josiah Jones got called for the foul.
Okay. Well, the Martillier was right there. But hey, let's see. Inbound pass. Horizons ball. 70-53 in his third quarter. Little dancing going on. McFarlane has made an impact since coming in. Bobby Gray using his body. Only the fake there. Back to McFarlane for 2. Failing to finish. But
Nice.
he gets it to Maynard, who is fouled by Jones.
Like I said, the attack after the missed shots.
In the third quarter on the first game of 2. He makes the first. 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals from Maynard. Has been consistent. Not the top scorer, has done everything. Rattled out, rebounded by O'Brien. It's Armstrong. Martillier, inaggressive. Martillier pull up jumper, short.
Change directions by the jump out there from Brown.
I think he got something on that though.
White, I should say.
No, the big man in and out, but a rebound by Maynard. Another rebound by McFarlane. Lays it off. Woods. Pull up jumper from Woods. Short on that, he gets his own rebound. And it's
Are you assessing my assessment?
no, not me. Probably the persons who are watching and commenting.
Okay, okay.
I want to say a special good day to everyone. Thank you very much for joining our broadcast here from the beautiful island of Jamaica.
The Elite One Caribbean Basketball Winter Season 2023.
Brian making the first.
With those purple socks.
Why did you show it to me though?
Do you wear purple socks?
Purple socks. Purple socks. Looks like Bobby socks. Bobby Gray, we're talking about Bobby. But a rebound by Johnson. Almost given away.
And he does, actually.
A foul against Maynard.
Oh, no. But that's that haunting, scrappy defense from the Horizon team. They're not going away. They're keeping themselves at it, keeping themselves ahead.
So it will be Storm's ball in form of Johnson. Hall is back on the court.
We haven't seen a lot of Akeem Nelson for the Storm team in the number 8. You see him right there.
Yeah.
A lanky player, 6'9", out of Jamaica. Let's see what kind of a difference he can make right here as O'Brien.
O'Brien. Oh, he hangs and he slams with the play. So giving the ball right back to the Storm. They were trailing by 18 at one point.
Now a 16-point lead for the Horizon.
Oh, pull up this from Eda, rebounded by O'Brien. The big man is making a statement in
With
this third quarter.
The purple socks.
Yes. I think because you mentioned it, though.
I think so.
Yeah. O'Brien with 2 more points. Hall. Maynard switches, pulls out, jumper, shot, rebounded by the big man himself. Not the purple shots I call him, but O'Brien.
O'Brien. So we've seen this from the Horizon before. It almost seems like a little bit of complacency or a little bit of, I don't know what to call it. Once they get a lead out, then they start to let it go.
Well, let's see if it will be let go. Hall swings it to the right to Maynard, bounce pass inside to Lawrence, challenging O'Brien. He should toward the line. O'Brien took him out.
White saying, yeah, yeah. But look at the size difference between the two.
Well, they're big men and they're bigger men. 2:40 on the clock to close out the third quarter. Horizon tried to extend their lead. Let's see what will happen here with the first of 2 from White. He makes the first. Has been entertaining so far, my good friend CC.
Yes, it has. Excellent basketball. I'm so impressed with what these teams are doing and putting together. I would like them.
Oh, I like to say that blocked by Brown because the man is in town. Maynard fouled by Johnson. Blocking foul. They're not over the limit. However, it will be Horizon's ball.
Nasty block by Brown. Like I said, he's having fun at the block party.
Yes, he is. Have you ever been to a block party?
Well, I am right now. Mr. Brown.
We are.
We are here.
Makes the first. Will he make the second? That's a big question. From the line.
Point lead.
It is?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I beg your pardon. Now it's
18
point lead.
I think your math is
My
off.
math is off today.
Don't worry about it. Royal for the Storm, dribbles inside and does not get the 2, but he will shoot 2 from the line.
So you see, as I'm saying, good things and bad things. So here's a good thing. The good thing is Royal put it on the floor, made a commitment, made his drive to the hoop. Bad thing, Horizon stood there, watched what was happening, were a step behind Royal, gave up the foul. Now he has a chance to shoot 2.
Yes, he does. Shoots the first, makes it. Nothing but the net. What will happen on this second attempt from the line? He makes it, makes both.
And with that,
Hall swings it up court. Dishes left and right. Oh, that's a beautiful block.
Welcome
from Royal.
He was royally dished.
Oh, and also hands, I thought, going into the face of Maynard. And he being called for the foul. He's been helped up. Seems like he's okay, though.
That's the kind of team spirit you want to see. Wasn't intentional, went for the block. Little contact made. Sorry about that. However,
so timeout being taken. They're going to the scorer's desk. In some confirmation, though, from the officials.
Officials working hard tonight. Kevin Herbert.
As they do every night.
As they do every night.
Yeah. You're saying it like they don't work hard.
That's not what I meant. I'm talking, we're here tonight. I'm talking about tonight.
I know you're talking about tonight, but you're saying it like they don't.
I never did.
I never said you said it, but you're saying it like. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Let me not say much on that, though.
Let's leave that alone.
Yeah.
Edward Marshall, Kevin Herbert, and Christopher
Richards. Ted Marshall, they call him. That's his nickname. His right name is Edward.
I have heard people call him Tedward, though.
Ted what?
Tedward.
Oh, my word. Let's go back to the game. I've never heard of that, though.
What you're doing, it's never a work.
Oh, that's joking. Thompson back on the court. It's for Horizon. Put up three from Thompson. And he hits it.
Continues. Oh, my goodness.
Let me drop the mic.
Oh, my goodness.
Thompson has been brilliant. Answering Armstrong. Not how he wants to. And did Lawrence step on the line? Yes, he did, says referee Herbert.
Well, Armstrong trying to answer that really quick, but not quite getting it the way he wanted to.
Swings it outside for Johnson for three. Rebounded. It's by Hall, who's back on the court for Horizon. Hall dishes out to Thompson. 3-point specialist. Almost a steal. It's a steal. This by Armstrong, who misses. Did not finish well. But following up is Royal, who did.
Royal gave himself up to make that shot.
But Thompson being very light with the possession. That's an easy steal for Armstrong. Thompson again.
Now, I believe the coach of the Storm, O'Neal Brown, is saying, don't let that man shoot any more threes.
Turn around. Lewis Smith. Thompson for three. That's shot.
Armstrong now in the three party. Again.
Can you tell me, as the third quarter, pardon me, winds down, and another steal from Johnson. But let's see the way it goes. I think, though, referee Herbert was in two minds.
Yeah, I don't think it touched anyone. He just swung it around and hoped that it would knock off the foot.
Maybe he stepped on the line. Oh, it's a turnover. Hall going left and right and laying it up but can't finish.
Oh.
The end of the third quarter. The defending champions, the Horizon. Just saying.
Organized the way that I would have liked to have seen it. Yes, they did work some plays from both teams, but it was a little erratic. And I think we need to get back to that settled, purposeful, deliberate ball game that we had in the first and second quarters, so that we can actually get now that sweet game that we expected and that sweet game that has been happening thus far.
They think we'll get there, you think we'll get there, you think we'll get there. That's a big question.
I think we can get there. Coach Brown is giving them the instructions that they need. Yeah.
It's all about discipline, though, to be honest. If you're disciplined to do that, yes, you can say it out loud as long as you want, faithful as you want. You can say it out loud, but if it's not necessarily there for the players to actually do,
then
that's another different argument.
Yeah, that's going to be another argument right there. But this fourth quarter is really going to be the tail of the tape right now, because there's a 14-point deficit that the Storm have to try and overcome. And how much can we say about Woods? He is a force to be reckoned with right now.
Well, guess what? It's 86-6, the start of the fourth and final quarter. Armstrong starts the quarter poorly. Don't know if he got a touch with that shot. The whistle off the ball.
O'Brien was complaining to the referee about something.
Well, guess what? Referee Edward Marshall went over to have a word with O'Brien.
I think he was
as
saying
he did with Brown.
just enjoy your purple socks, man.
Well, Brown and O'Brien having some matchups or some battles, as Brown now in possession, going by O'Brien and being nudged somewhat. Yes, he was nudged on the line though. Now Brown having something to say to O'Brien.
He was beaten. He beat him to the spot on the baseline, got around his man, and O'Brien just committed the foul.
Well, Brown has been chirping a lot. Now for three is Thompson. Does not make it. And the ball tipped outside. It will be, it came off Sutherland, they say, so it will be Storm's ball. You look surprised. I believe kills and believe cures. You know that song?
I've heard that saying.
Yeah. Time longer than rope.
Okay. He knows his music.
Jones inside to O'Brien, who failed to finish. Rebound gathered by Brown. I know my Jamaican music. Yes, I do. In the meantime, Woods loses the handle and gives it away.
He had it knocked away. Handles.
Oh, it's poked away from Woods. A turnover and a foul
On Thompson again.
The man who has made an impact somewhat on Jones' part. I mean, that was Jones who was fouled. Well, Jones is going to the line to shoot two, but he says no. The foul was way before.
He was in the process of dribbling, so there was no...
Well, of course he was dribbling.
Yeah, but he wasn't putting it up. He wasn't heading to
Exactly.
the hoop yet.
So, but he went to the line. He thought you got two.
He hoped he got two.
Well, hope is one word, as Johnson for the Storm, pull-up jumper. Rebound gathered by the big man O'Brien, filing Royal, then to Jones. Now it's Woods. Swings it to Thompson. Bobby Gray. Woods, top of the key. Puts the ball on the floor. And then the whistle coming. He was fouled. Now he'll shoot two.
Woods doing the work. The ball moving as it should for the Horizon. Court spacing, looking good out there. But that's just now. Let's hope they can keep it up all the way down. 10 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock. 10 minutes to play. Lots of basketball. Lots of basketball. The Storm have a...
And out and then in. 15 points on the night for Woods.
Lots of English on that ball. Why do they call it English?
And not English?
Why is it not a spin?
Well, rebounded. The tossing fighting. Coming up with it, though. It's Sutherland. The big man from East Kingston loses the handle. Then the man they call who? Jefferson Bay.
I told you.
Comes up with it. Dishes two more points for the Storm.
He looked like he wanted to dunk it too.
Yes, he did. But we realized he could not. Woods. But you will see when you say what you said earlier on.
Okay. I'm not seeing any smiles from that table.
Let's concentrate on the game.
Big up to the M1 production team.
Well, the smiles have dropped though, but that's okay. But it has been an exciting game, though, to be honest. The score does not reflect that, because in the third quarter, the Horizon, they got away because the Storm, as you said, playground basketball was displayed by the Storm in that third quarter. They lost the plot. And I think, though, the defending champions Horizon took advantage.
Complete advantage, and made no mistake about it. Even though our dynamite, lights-out shooting player of the game so far, Thompson, has not rattled any home yet, the other Horizon players have been putting it together. Woods, Brown with some putbacks, and they've been staying where they need to stay.
Thompson, quick release. Oh, going up and can't be finishing is Brown. Rebound by O'Brien for the Storm. Johnson swings it outside to Akuga. Goes inside, ball handling skills, but he loses it. 4 players in black and he muscled his way to Leighton, and a chance for a three-point play. This for Woods of Horizon.
Nice arcing floater there from Woods. Always challenging the defense, always probing and looking for that one little lane he can find to take it straight to the hole, and he does so. And he makes it.
That's what he does. That's what he does. Three-point play by Woods. B. Armstrong carries the ball up court for the Storm. Screen was set. He takes a three. And the rebound gathered. Now, is Sutherland going to be called for the foul? Uses left arm to hold off a Cougar. And seen by referee Edward Marshall. Good call by Marshall. Sutherland is arguing, but I think he made the right call. Well, Sutherland substituted, and White back on the court.
It had nothing to do with that call to his starting lineup. Kind of keep the cohesion going and keep the points ahead on the board.
Armstrong finishing over the hands of Brown. Two more to Armstrong, two more to the Storm. He's now on 17 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals. Bobby Gray. Oh, it's poked away from Gray, but he still has it. Up and under, can be handed by Brown.
That pass fooled everybody.
Including Brown.
Especially Brown.
Well, still they lead by 14. Cutting into the lead, Armstrong. Oh, that was high. O'Brien, he's strong under the rim, but can't get the rebound. And it will go the way of the Storm. O'Brien showing his strength in this fourth quarter.
Yes, battling under there. Not getting the kind of finish he would like, but still battling nonetheless. So let's give him that.
Timeout being taken. And there you see the coach of the Storm, Brown, who has been very animated on the sidelines. At one point, he was looking to run on the court. At another point, he was looking to tell the players to hurry up the pass, because they're taking their sweet time.
Yes, they are, and they're standing, they're flat-footed. Now they seem to be at the point where they're in awe. I cannot understand how it is that it always falls to this at the wrong time. This is not when they need to be that way. Now they need to get that energy back. How they're going to do that? They may need to create some plays, get B-Dot back on the boards, get some drives on the inside, follow for the rebounds, see if they can clean it up that way.
It looks like, though, but honestly, it doesn't look like that at all.
Okay. So let's see if our Storm team can put it together right now, get something out of this play, and then make some more defensive stops, and see if they can get back in this game.
I think they can.
We still have a lot of minutes of basketball to play.
Exactly. O'Brien collected the bounce pass. A Cougar for 3. Thought about it. Cuts inside. Dishes outside to Jefferson Bay. Then Armstrong for 3. Over the board. Goes outside. Will be Horizon's ball. Was about to say sweet and dandy. You know that song, though?
Yeah. I think it was a festival song at one point, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. A Jamaican festival song. I don't want you to sing it, though.
I would not try.
Please don't.
Thank you.
In the meantime, it is a big man, Bobby Gray. Oh, over, and can't finish again is White.
See, Horizon are doing it and not finishing. Storm are not doing it.
A Cougar for 3, and he makes it.
Wow.
So, good shooting from a Cougar. Oh, good catch. It would be a foul.
Referee Herbert was talking to White about that clear-out that he almost did.
Oh, clearance sale?
It seemed like a clearance. I don't know if it was for sale, though.
Okay.
Nobody bought it.
Well, with clearance sale, you clear out everything. As White making the first. First game of 2. Not making the second, but a rebound by Maynard. Swings it outside. Thought of it, Woods. Then, to Brown.
Oh, yes, Mr. Brown.
The big man Brown is in town.
Yes, Mr. Brown. Now that's what we want to see.
Hammer it home, Mr. Brown.
This is what we came here to see.
We're not watching ballerina.
No.
Hit home hard. If you're a big man, play like a big man. Go to the rim strong. Well, something happened. Technical called.
I believe it might have been him mouthing off after the dunk.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's that. Little words being said. Maybe the comment was, oh, I like your shots. I don't know. I don't know what was said, though.
I don't know.
But it will be Storm's possession. As there, White having a word with referee Richards.
That's a bit of a sting.
So, is that he was cradling someone there?
I don't know what that description is.
Here is Brown again, Coach Brown, as we said before.
Trying to run on the court?
Okay, trying to run on the court. He's been living on the sidelines. What he should do is pitch a tent alongside the court. That's where he's living. Oh, not saying it's the wrong thing he's doing, though.
He's just trying to, you know, get his point across.
A smile by Brown, who's been asked to rest. Don't want to say he's being put on the bench, though. He's been asked to rest.
He's taking a breather.
Yeah. Side him, Lewis Smith.
Massive dunk. Finished with authority is what he did.
Johnson swinging. Oh, that's a block. Brilliant block by McFarlane. As Armstrong going for the three, he went high up to block a three-point attempt.
And this is what I'm saying. Had Armstrong thrown that fake, he would have still jumped. And he would have been able to drive inside, and he would have had 2 or 3 of his Storm players around him to make a handoff or put it up himself.
O'Brien been fouled by Lawrence. O'Brien dipping his shoulders somewhat, though, to say that I'm playing aggressive here this evening. All smiles from Lawrence.
I guess he's saying, you can't hurt me.
That's what he's saying? Am I smiling?
That's what Lawrence is saying.
Well,
you can't hurt me.
Persons say that when they're actually in pain. They smile a lot.
Lawrence doesn't look like he's in pain at all.
O'Brien swings it out to Jefferson Bay for a long attempt for 3.
And here we have...
This all ends up White. Lawrence back out to White. He's the point guard right now. So McFarlane left leg coming into the play. Kick ball will be called.
But it was a nice steal.
Nice steal with the
Read
leg.
it well. He didn't steal it with his leg.
He used a leg, block that. Block the dribble, come on. Oh, O'Brien puts the ball on the floor. Oh, no look pass to Jefferson Bay, who can't finish and can't gather the rebound. It's O'Brien. McFarlane's pass is blocked. Intercepted. Armstrong beat that for 3. A wild shot that was, but coming in, it's Johnson getting the rebound and laying it in.
Yep.
Poor defense that's been displayed by Horizon, not blocking out at all.
A short collapse right there.
Well,
because they've been doing well so far.
A block pass, and the ball goes outside. It will be Storm's possession. Now it seems like a playground.
I would have to say it's just a short collapse of the Horizon team because they've been doing very well so far.
I'm not talking about all what they did in the game.
No, I'm talking about
what they
quarter.
did a while ago.
Yeah, it was really bad. Okay,
Are you serious?
I agree with you.
Oh my God. While the Storm searching for their second in this year's competition. We said before the ladies are out, and they are out.
Yes, they are.
Beautiful ladies for beautiful night.
In a beautiful country.
And a beautiful game.
Yes, indeed.
Horizon.
There you see Gray, White, Maynard, McFarlane, and Lawrence.
Oh, yes.
They're trying to hold it together. Let's play some defense right now and see.
And the Storm are trying to get it together.
Huh.
Johnson in double team somewhat, losing the handle, gathered by Bobby Gray. Pass intercepted. Jefferson Bay. His pass intercepted. Gathered by Akuga. No look pass outside for 3 to Armstrong. Does not make it. And a rebound by Maynard. Bobby Gray. Oh, that was behind the back pass looking for Lawrence, but read well. Akuga's bounce pass. This to Johnson, who answers the call using the glass.
Let's hope this energizes them a little bit, because they're now seeing the points come up. They need to do a little bit more, man.
Maynard. Double team coming for Maynard. But he's dribbling. And, however, it's knocked away by Johnson.
But he only has 6 seconds left on the shot clock. I hope they realize that. Whatever they do, they have to get it up quick.
Was not looking for the pass, though, to be honest. 5 minutes on the clock, call it 5:01 to close out the fourth quarter and the game, the first of 2 games here this evening. Lawrence, the big man, dishes out to McFarlane. Put up 3 for McFarlane. Rebounded by Akuga. Armstrong. Back to Armstrong for 3. Thought about it. He danced inside. Does not get the finish. Bobby Gray goes away with it. Oh, blocked. This by Akuga. And then to Maynard. Failed to finish. No, he does. Gets it own rebound and finishing.
I'm concerned about Bobby Gray. He's favoring that hand, and he's not holding and showing the kind of possession with the ball as he should. So I think that injury might be giving him some challenges right now. As a nice move by Jefferson Bay. Woo! Up and under.
That was wonderful by Jefferson Gray.
I did say he was a sneaky player, because you just don't know and you don't realize what he's capable of doing until he does it to you.
Yeah, Jefferson Bay. No look pass to Lawrence from Bobby Gray. Lawrence inside to McFarlane, taken away. Some forced passing doing by Horizon, giving away possessions easily. Akuga for 3. Does not make it though, but the rebound by White. You're saying though, my good friend.
Yeah, I was saying I think they really need to take a check on what's happening with Bobby Gray. His handles don't look the same. He's not dribbling like he normally does.
Well, put up jumper.
And he is favoring that hand a little bit.
Oh, alley-oop, and answering the call is Johnson. Woo! In the National Arena on the grounds of Independence Park Limited.
Nice flush. And comes up with a steal, does Armstrong.
Oh, 3:09 on the clock, and McFarlane has turned it over.
A nice flush there for Mr. Johnson after a beautiful pass. The alley-oop pass.
That was sweet.
Indeed.
And dandy.
Indeed.
82-91. Now the lead down to single digit. Was up to 18 at least 3 times. Now the Storm are now graded as a category 2.
I like that. I like that.
They have upped the ante somewhat in this fourth quarter. They have battled back and have given themselves a chance to win this matchup.
And they're only down by 9.
Johnson for 3. Does not make it. The rebound, Bobby Gray. Down, lit to Hall, and a brilliant block it was by Johnson. Akuga lays it off. Inside to Jefferson Bay.
Did I tell you that he's a sneaky player?
Great timing.
You just don't expect what he can do.
Bobby Gray. Put up 3 from Gray. He makes it. Yes, ice veins, Bobby Gray. Akuga. Back to Armstrong. Inside and laying it in over the hands of White.
I think anytime now you're going to see Brown check back in.
Well, the whistle went.
As Thompson actually checks in. But anytime now, any moment now, you see Brown checking back in.
So I'm going to say what the whistle. Stop the play. A timeout. No, it's not a timeout. They're making some adjustments.
If not Brown, then there would be Lawrence.
Well, Brown is on the sidelines. Not a timeout, though. They're making some adjustments. The referees having a chit-chat. During that time, Coach O'Neill Brown getting a chance to speak to his players who are on the court. Now, Jefferson Bay drinking the water, spilled some on the court.
Huh.
Have to be very careful with that.
Yes, you do.
Because they are on the court. They haven't come off. As you see, the legs of the 5 for respective teams are still on the court. So both coaches are using the opportunity to putting a word as time winding down. 94-86, Horizon they lead, 2:36 on the clock.
And it is still time. I'm a never say die type of person, so I know that there is still time that Storm can put it together, and they didn't look bad just now, coming on the efforts of Jefferson Bay and Mr. Johnson, and the connection with Brian Armstrong, who has Brandon Armstrong, I beg your pardon, who's been doing a tremendous amount of work to try and keep them even close.
In the meantime,
almost stolen there by Akuga.
So, Maynard for 3. Oh! He rattled it in. And what the coach wants is a full press defense. Morgan says, come. Close them down early. Johnson.
Well, as the Horizon, you don't want them to get any kind, you don't want any kind of momentum to start for this Storm team. And as the Storm, you don't want to be stopped in the bright lights of the Horizon.
Yeah, and the Hall all called for the foul. And wearing the number 30 jersey, you see him on your screen. I'll take it to the side. 97-86. Back to a double-digit lead. Johnson being very aggressive. And again, another foul on Hall.
Yeah.
No. That's no. No. I think this could be a #1 song. You say I say no.
Yeah, I think we could say no.
Well, it's still the Storm's ball, though. Again, referees will have a chat, and then it will give Coach Brown a time to speak to his players.
Are they over the limit, or was that? They are over the limit.
So it makes the first. Did not see where that whistle was, though, to be honest. So it's be free throws for the rest of the game if they're over the limit for the Storm.
Because Horizon is over the limit.
Exactly. Yes, they are. The Johnson, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Maynard, Hall, White, the ball handler for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Scoops it up to Bobby Gray. Under 2 minutes to go, Bobby Gray dishes it out for 3. It's the rim rebounded by Jefferson Bay. Oh, he hovered somewhat and he threw it away. Now it came off the hand of White. So it will be Storm's ball.
Jefferson just got stuck with it there.
Well, there was no help coming around. Where was the help?
They all stood and watched.
88-97. Johnson dishes out, collected. Now, oh, a block. And O'Brien is there to gather after Jefferson Bay drove to the rim. He was blocked. He gathered and laid it in. Hall. A turnover from Hall.
Oh, my goodness. There's just a 7-point differential between these two teams with 1 minute and some seconds to go.
Yes, indeed. Armstrong lays it off for 3 from Johnson. Oh, the rebound this by Thompson. Thompson gains the rebound. They're finding Maynard. Gibbons up court, trying to run some seconds off the clock. Then to Bobby Gray. Under a minute to go to close out the first game. Oh, a steal over the back.
And they're
Jefferson
angry.
Bay answers as Maynard was going for the block.
They're not happy with that call. They wanted an over-the-back call.
So a 5-point differential. 92-97.
Full court pressure.
Hall.
They're going to challenge every possession.
Bobby Gray. Shot clock differential, 4 seconds.
Last thing you want to do is put up a bad shot or lose it.
Oh. So he's talking to the referee, saying, the referee Herbert is saying that he stepped on the line before he threw the ball. So head ref, Edward Marshall.
And then you don't want to start jawing at the ref and getting a technical, because that's going to put him on the line to shoot.
Timeout being called now. So what a finish we're having here. 97-92 with 19.2 seconds left.
Wow.
The thing about it, Bobby Gray has always been a talker.
Yes.
From once we saw him in the Summer League last year, that's his game. And there his coach, Morgan, is expressing concerns of what he's seeing from his team on the court.
Well, they have it to win it. They just need to put it the way they need. Bobby Gray ended up trying to dribble it across, and the steal came from around the back, and he knocked it off his foot.
I'm going to see what's happening here. A little bit confused, though.
The Storm, on the other hand,
they got a technical.
Yeah, well, that's because Bobby Gray got a little upset and started jawing at the ref. He made a very, very obvious gesticulation towards referee Herbert.
Well, he makes it.
And this is what you don't want to give up.
Well,
this is what you don't want to give up.
93-97, 4-point lead for the Horizon over the Storm.
4 points, 19 seconds. They have the possession.
Another timeout being called.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
Johnson can let it fly sometimes, but he has been missing also.
Yeah, and Okuga has hit 3. So I would say go with Armstrong. We draw the play up for Armstrong. He hits a 3. They get right back on the defense, start swarming them. Don't make an easy movement for them up the floor, and they should be able to get a turnover, because
former national player Barnes in the picture a short while ago.
Is that Omar Barnes?
Omar Barnes.
I liked playing against Omar. It was always a challenge.
Was an aggressive player. Johnson, he gets it back from O'Brien. Johnson, the clock is going down. Now Cougar comes inside, finding Jefferson Bay, who can't answer. And O'Brien is there, under the rim. O'Brien tries again and lays it in. 5.2 on the clock.
Is that the play they wanted?
I don't think so, though, to be honest. So a 2-point differential. However, it's Horizon's ball, the foul on Bobby Gray. 4.4 seconds on the clock. They're trying to go for a steal.
What they called?
I don't know, though, to be honest. They gave the big man O'Brien to lay back off to Johnson, swing it around, and I don't think they're going for the 3.
I don't think so. They didn't go for the 3.
But what he did, though, when he laid it off to Johnson, he cut right inside onto the rim.
Yeah.
Now, Jefferson Bay was alongside him, so if Jefferson Bay had missed, he'd be there to doing the garbage work, which eventually he did. However, while doing that, they took about 5 or 6 seconds off the clock.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So it didn't really get them the advancement that they needed.
3.5 seconds on the clock. Another foul. This on Maynard. They're not over the limit just yet. With the team fouls.
Royal is getting set to check in.
Well, he's an energy bunny. He's very energetic, and going out is a Cougar, and Royal is in. Where's the number 30 jersey for the Storm in the black and white?
Horizon have a number of ball handlers on the floor right now. They're very small. Everybody on the floor is a ball handler. So anybody who gets it will be able to move it. And if they get to a shooting situation, all of the players on the floor are pretty good shooters.
Well, what is happening when they're doing that? They're running down the clock, 2.8 seconds on the clock.
Well, they're not letting too much time get off too quickly, and the hope is that they either get them to the free throw line or get the steal.
Well, they're going for the steal, and that's it. They're calling for the timeout. Jefferson Bay was calling for the timeout with a steal, but I don't think the referee saw, though. The referee is category 2, but I up a notch to category 3 in that fourth quarter.
I do tend to agree. They did come up to a category 3, but where was this category 3 energy 1 quarter ago?
In the third quarter.
Where was it when they really needed to stay real close so that they could push themselves over the edge right now? However, hard fought, well played, taking nothing away from our champions, who did actually end up pulling it off right now. They did not, to me, look like the champions they should have been at the end of this game.
That's true. But here, that's where we ended this matchup.
There endeth the matchup.
The end of the matchup. So a good win for the Rise at 97-95. Myself, Sean Grant, and Courtney Campbell will be back for the second game. What a lovely day it is. It's all about day 4 in the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League, the winter season. We'll be back.